Hello everyone, my name is Shashank, Master Teacher of Mathematics at Vedantu. Here we are presenting solutions for JEE Advanced 2019, Paper 1. The question for this video is, let's have a look. It says let capital S be the sample space of all 3 cross 3 matrices with entries from the set 0, 1. Let the events E1 and E2 be given by E1 is defined as set of all matrices belonging to the set S, capital S, such that determinant A is equal to 0. Means E1 consists of matrices A, those matrices whose determinant is 0 belonging to the set S, and E2 is defined as set of matrices A belonging to the same set S, capital S, such that sum of entries of A is 7. If a matrix is chosen at random from S, the conditional probability P E1 given E2 equals. We need to find this conditional probability. Let's see how can we solve this question easily. We need to see E1 and E2 carefully. So here P of E1 coming to the final probability, what we have to find, I can write n of E1 intersection E2 divided by n of E2. Yeah, we need to find n of E2 and n of E1 intersection E2. So first look at E2. How can you find number of full such matrices in the set S? Sum of all the 9 elements, sum of all the entries is 7. So as there are total 9 elements in the matrix and the elements can either be 0 or 1, in order to get sum 7, definitely we should have 7 ones and 2 zeros. It can easily be checked. So number of favorable cases in E2, for E2 to happen, there must be 7 ones and 2 zeros. Then only the sum of all the 9 entries would be 7. Right. So number of favorable cases for E2 is number of such matrices in S, the sum of whose all 9 entries is 7. So would be what? For that we need to check carefully the positions where we can place. There are total 9 positions in A. So we need to find 7 positions out of these 9 positions in order to keep these 7 ones. Or you can find 2 places out of these 9 places where we will keep zeros. So in either way you can find this. So we should write 9C7 or 9C2. I am writing 9C7. So the value is 9 into 8 by 2, that is 36. So n E2 is 36. Now how can you find n of E1 intersection E2? E1 was what? E1 was set of all those matrices whose determinant is 0. So we need not to check E1. In fact, we have to find number of cases belonging to E1 intersection E2. So E1 should be seen with E2. E2 means there are 7 ones and only 2 zeros. So if you give little stress to the mind, you will easily get the cases in which cases inside E2 in which inside E2 means 7 ones and 2 zeros must be placed in such a manner that the determinant should be 0. Now if you choose 0 choose 2 places where 0 should be kept, in same row or same column, then what will happen? I mean, I want to say that if I make for E1 intersection E2 A, if I take two rows and two columns identical, if I make two rows and two columns identical, the value of determinant would be 0. So the two zeros must be kept in the same row or same column, so that we'll get apart from that particular row or column in which the two zeros are placed, the remaining two rows or column would be identical and the determinant value would be 0. So we should think in that way. For example, if I take A as this, the determinant A here is 0, because we know from the property of determinant, if two rows and two columns are identical, the value of determinant is 0. In all other cases, you can easily track this. The determinant value will not be 0 if you place those two zeros in two different row or in two different columns, right? So what is the number of cases inside E1 intersection E2? Okay, so n of E1 intersection E2 is, for this we need to select one row, where two zeros are kept, one row or same row, same row or same column, same row or same column. Yeah, same row or column. So in how many ways we can do this? We need to find one row. I'm thinking over about taking same single row out of the three rows in A. Row 1, row 2, row 3. We need to select one particular row, and in any row there are three places and two zeros are to be placed there. So we need to find in that selected particular row two places out of the three places in that row. So where we will place zeros, the two zeros. So if you think that you are thinking to place those two zeros in the same row, there are 3 into 3, 9 options. But if they are placed in same column, then also the value of determinant would be 0. So we should multiply it by 2, and it gives us the total value of n of E1 intersection E2 to be 18. The required probability in that way would be 18 upon 36. The answer is 1 by 2. Okay. So the answer to this question must be 1 by 2, 0.5, as you can see, right? So you can go through the typed solution also. I hope you understood it. Thank you and stay tuned for the next question.